we have basically a bunch of minions, 6 minions, and they have only basically 2 minions. How can they poke you when you have 6 minions? Because if they try to go on you or force something on you, you have the 6 minions. So the only disadvantage of this is I might get ganked and I might die. The disadvantage of this is I'm gonna constantly get poked and I don't get ganked. What's going on, guys? Besides here, and today we will learn so much about playing versus poke lanes. Positioning, trading, wave management, and insane macro tips will be displayed in this video, so make sure you stay till the end.
Remember that what you're seeing right now is a premium personalized coaching session. This guy booked his coaching with me when he was hard stuck in silver 2 with around 45% win rate. Right now, after around 2 weeks, he climbed instantly to gold 2 just from one coaching session. This is another person that climbed from platinum to master tier with my coaching. Here is another guy, gold to master tier, currently actually pushing for grandmaster with my coaching. Are you tired of feeling stuck in your current rank and unable to climb the ladder? Or do you find yourself struggling to convert winning games and make progress? If you're serious about improving and you want to get your gameplay to the next level, go ahead and book your own personalized coaching session and start instantly. I'll see you in the session.
Perfect.
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty much just waiting for Zarath to whittle them down, and then maybe I can all in them with a W and yeah.
Okay. How can you higher the chances of Zerat being able to poke better?
CCing them as well with a W and getting a Q off with like minions and bouncing them off the castle.
Okay, but if you walk up on them, they're gonna just, well, get you. So you can't just, maybe stun them and then Zerat is gonna poke. Well, they're not gonna allow you to do that. So how do we help them?
CCing them with my W, I'm not too sure.
Yes. So what do you think?
Is that pretty much it?
Well, not really. There is something even more important. So how do you want to maintain the minions? What do you want to do?
Oh, right. Do we want to push them into tower, or do we want to have the minions under our tower?
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. So we have
pretty much this entire game they were under my tower, so I'm not too sure.
Okay, so
I feel like I'd get. Sorry, go on.
yes. Okay, so we have two imaginary situations. Lux, Swain, they're pushing you into the tower. You need to think about how safe am I, how easy are they gonna poke? Or situation imaginary number 2, I push them under the tower. How safe am I gonna be if I'm in this position compared to in the first position? 2 versus 2.
A lot safer under our tower.
Exactly. Oh, under who?
Under our tower.
Okay, under your tower, like this, right?
Yeah.
And at the same time, if you're under the tower, how can you dodge the Swain and the Lux poke?
By not being in range, I'm guessing.
True, so then you're just backing off like this, so how are you gonna get the minions?
Yeah.
Right, so that's a problem.
This is the dilemma that I've got no idea how to deal with it.
So if you're in the tower, we can't say you're like too, in danger, because, well, you can't die into the tower theoretically, but practically they can poke you a lot. The disadvantage of you pushing is, well, yeah, the enemy jungle can come, but the advantage is, well, think about it. We're just playing here. We have basically a bunch of minions, 6 minions, and they have only basically 2 minions. How can they poke you when you have 6 minions? Because if they try to go on you or force something on you, you have the 6 minions. So the only disadvantage of this is I might get ganked and I might die. The disadvantage of this is I'm gonna constantly get poked and I don't get ganked. $5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. This is just $5. Go ahead and check it right now. So it's like, do you want to be in a bad situation here and maybe you're gonna get ganked, or do you want to be in a worse situation and okay, you're not gonna get ganked, but you're gonna get pranked of the 2 versus 2 matchup? So this is how we want to see it. So we need to push like maniacs. So when you play the lane phase, fundamental mistakes here. When you play the lane phase, first of all, in this kind of lanes, it's worth to ask to not leash, because you have 2 range champions and they also have 2 range champions. So this lane is about pushing. Why? Is because if I'm Lux and I am Lux and my Swain has 5 minions and the enemy has only 2, then that means Lux is able to walk up on them because she has more minions. If you push her, well, she can walk up, but if Zerat's gonna catch her, we just go on her. And we have more minions. So we need to establish this minion lead, and it's very important to do it in this matchup when we have a poke, high range champ, and they also have long range champs. So here I would ask him, is it okay if we don't leash? We hard lose lane if we do leash. I'll just tell him, hey bro, is it okay if we do? And then you tell him, hey, but if we do, we're gonna lose bot. You okay with that? So just let him know. And he's probably gonna just start top or by himself. If he says no, no problem. You can just help him anyways. I wouldn't give him up. But that's step number 1. Don't leash. Step number 2. You're never gonna have any chance in this lane. They have double poke lane. You can't start with blade. It's just impossible. So what is the alternative here?
I've seen people go longsword and
Okay, true.
for sustain, but you wouldn't go Doran shield though, would you? Would you?
It got buffed, and if you want to play like really safe, it's a pretty good item right now. On Jhin, the thing is you need a bit of damage because you have to kind of like understand the degree of the lane. So there are the lanes like this. So this is 0, let me play safe, farm, never hit them, and this is 100, meaning level 1 we go on them. So for example, a Draven Nautilus lane against Ezreal Vayne will be 100 lane, as in I wanna kill you, I wanna go on you, and I wanna just smash you. A 0 lane would be Vayne Yuumi against Caitlyn Morgana. Hey, we play safe, I play Vayne, I have Yuumi, we're not gonna touch them. So your lane right here, the thing is, it's not a full win lane, Jhin Zerat, like 100, it's not a super aggressive lane, but if you think about it, you can poke and he can poke easily if you push the lane, that's the condition. So where would you put your lane? Like super safe in comparison with their lane? Super safe or super aggressive or somewhere in between?
Probably somewhere in between, maybe leaning a bit more to safe because they've got more poke.
Yeah, okay,
Maybe.
good. So you have a chance to win this. So you don't need to go Doran's Shield. Doran's Shield, you go here. You're not here. You're not in a 0 impossible lane. I'm playing Vayne. They play Draven. Leave me alone. I stay in the tower. I close my eyes. In that case, Doran's Shield is awesome. It's buffed. It's very nice. But you're not there though. You have to have a bit of damage as well. This is why you could go longsword 3 potions for sustain. Or since you play against double skill shots, you can go boots 4 potions.
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay.
4 potions. 4 potions. It will help you in this kind of lanes. And you're all gonna get movement speed, and then guess what? You're gonna recall at what, 800 gold. You have swiftness and refillable potion, and whoa, swiftness against 2 poke matchup. Things get easier already.
Yeah.
Just with the boot start right here. Because they have lots of skill shots and they also have lots of poke. Very important, the start. You can also try to go for heal if you're really scared, but I think just with the boot start you should be fine. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do. So here you leash. Usually I like to also Q here because it's just what, 40 mana, so your mana is gonna regenerate very fast, but it's fine. You go to lane. Okay, perfect. So level 1. We need to look to push, we need to look to get level 2 advantage, we need to look to try to get prio, we need to establish a minion lead in our waves. But generally speaking, there is a difference if you play against Alistar Yasuo lane compared to if you play against a Lux with a Caitlyn, let's say. What is the difference in regards to how do you set up and how much do you hit the minions based on the matchup that you play against?
Well, as we've been talking about with Lux and Kate, you have the minion advantage. Push them under tower.
True.
Stop them from poking you. And then Alistar and Yasuo, they probably more hard engaged. So if you have the wave close to your tower, they can't do very much.
Okay, so you let them push you? But at the same time they get level 2, you're just dead if you give Yasuo level 2.
Not at level 1, I'd still probably push like slow push and have a minion advantage because you can easily poke them off the
Yeah, exactly. You can just like look to play for the zoning. You don't need to poke them. But when you play against, let's say, Caitlyn Lux, what different do you need to do with the wave? Because we said that against Yasuo and Alistar, it's fine to get a minion lead. Say you kill this minion, or you try to achieve a minion lead here, and then you can just look to poke them and slow push into them. But against Lux and Caitlyn, one minion might not be enough. You need more. And why is that?
Yeah, okay. Probably because they can push the wave
Yes.
pretty hard.
Yes. Hard.
You need to counteract that.
Exactly. They can push it fast and they can push it hard. Why? Is because, well, Lux can eat the minions, like Caitlyn can Q the minions, blah blah blah. They have good wave clear. So now, if this is a diamond Jhin, he immediately Qs the wave. Right now he Qs the wave.
Yeah,
Literally now, because he wants to make sure 100% that he gets the push, because like Zerat is reliant on you pushing. You want to push to not get poked by the Lux. And also Lux is not going to be able to do anything if she gets pushed into the tower 24/7. So you need to push really hard here. One auto attack. Okay, here you should constantly go auto.
Yeah.
And here, after you do that, always think about the range of enemy champions. Because Swain, what range does he have right now?
I'd say it's probably his W is like where
The double is the
minions are.
skill shot that he's throwing at you?
Yeah, it's like roughly around where
It's-
my melee minions
Yes. Okay, so this is the range, right?
are. Yeah.
Okay, it's actually a lot more. It's like this. Easy.
Oh right.
Yes. Okay, good. So it would be cool to actually
Okay.
play a bit of like, if you see you having problems against Caitlyn, Lux or Swain, or play one game of Swain. See his range, see his damage, see his cooldowns, because this is the range and now you're barely out of it, but still you're a bit too close to the minions. Okay, let's say you were thinking about it, but what about the Lux though?
She's got probably not like she can probably nearly get to me now with her E, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so the E of the Lux is a bit too bigger, so it's like this.
Yeah.
Swain has more range in this case because he's more forward, but obviously keep an eye on the Lux. Like you have to have these imaginary circles around, just so you can actually know the threatening range of their abilities. So now Lux, also we can see that she's walking up, so you need to pay attention to this in the game. And if she walks up right here, then you're in range of her. So obviously, as you see that she's walking up, in the meantime you also have to reposition yourself back.